Hey guys, so right now I'm in Guangzhou, China. This is the capital of Guangdong province, which is the most populated province in China. And Guangzhou is one of the most historic and most populated cities in China. So I've always wanted to come here. I've never been here before. Uh, I think a couple months back I did a video on Shenzhen when I was there. And in that video I was talking about how I was choosing between Shenzhen and Guangzhou, and I chose Shenzhen ultimately because it was a more high-tech city, right? And I was there to just look at electronics and stuff. But I always wanted to go to Guangzhou as well. So yeah, now finally I'm here. A couple months later, it's May during the humid, rainy season, so everything is a little bit more wet right now. I would say it's not like really hot right now, but it's just more humid. So yeah, what can I say about this city is that it's very similar to Shenzhen, yet a little bit different as well, of course. It's a more older historic city. So Guangzhou dates back over 2,000 years. It was actually the only city that foreigners had access to in terms of trading ports until the 1800s. So in terms of being a historic city, the English name for Guangzhou was called Canton. And that's where the word Cantonese comes from. The language Cantonese, or the dialect Cantonese, comes from this city, Canton, which is capital Guangdong province, which does speak Cantonese, as people may know. So yeah, very historic city in China, and it's an interesting contrast between this city and Shenzhen, because in that Shenzhen video, I was looking at Wikipedia, and Wikipedia says that Shenzhen is third, fourth most populated city in China. It said it was the most populated city in Guangdong, which is not true, because actually Guangzhou is. And to be honest, they're both really big cities, right? Guangzhou is like 18 million people. Shenzhen is like 17 million people. Okay, so Guangzhou is like bigger by 1 million, but they're both really, really big cities. Shenzhen is probably a little bit more densely populated. Guangzhou is more spread out, but they're both mega cities, basically. Both top 5 in terms of population in China. So yeah, now I'm here, and I have to say, like, yeah, basically the difference between them is like Shenzhen's a newer, more high-tech city, and a little bit more densely populated. Guangzhou, more spread out, more historic, bit more of the cultural stuff, if you guys are into that. So yeah, both cities have something nice to offer. So I already went to Shenzhen, saw the electronics market and everything, and now I'm here at Guangzhou, mostly to check out some of the historic sites, and also to check out some of the historic food, Cantonese food. A lot of it comes from Guangzhou, so yeah. Anyways, yeah, the weather right now is, you guys can take a look. It's a little bit humid and rainy right now. Hey, look at this nice peaceful little stream right here. That looks nice. Overall, the city doesn't look quite as developed as Shenzhen does, but it's still got a really nice vibe to it. It's still reasonably high tech, of course. It's still really this is still a really rich city, That's the metro. Guangzhou Metro. Okay, I'm glad it's only lightly raining and not heavy rain. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to record. I think it's okay right now. I'm not gonna say that my camera is water resistant, because it's not, but right now it's okay. If it rains too much, I won't be able to record. Still see lots of bikes and scooters everywhere, as you do in everywhere else in China. And very foggy, cloudy today too. All right. All right, so Very foggy, cloudy today, I would say. Of course, nobody obeys the laws in China. You just gotta watch out whenever scooters come behind you. Alright. So yeah, it's like, compared to Shenzhen, it's not as high tech, obviously. It's still a very rich city though. Like, Guangzhou is still one of the richest cities in China. So it's still relatively expensive to live here. I mean, Beijing, Shanghai, Guangzhou, Shenzhen, these are all expensive cities to live in China. They're all the biggest cities in China too. So yeah, still pretty high tech, just not as much as Shenzhen, which is fine because Shenzhen is probably the most high tech city in, well, Shanghai and Shenzhen, I should say. Those two are the most high tech cities in China, right? So yeah. Anyways, around. Gonna take a walk around and then see some of the sights. Famous Guangdong food, southern Chinese food. Guangdong is pretty much representative of southern China, so I mean, when you think of southern China, I think Guangdong usually pops up in my head. It's like the most populated province. I think of Cantonese food when I think of southern Chinese food. And to be honest, you know, even though I'm Beifangren, right? I'm actually northern Chinese. Born in Dongbei, which is northeast China, but I actually like southern China better. Personally, I mean, nothing against northern China, but it's just there's more of a richer sense of like history, culture, and food in southern China. Just because like the Chinese civilization has more history in the central area in the south. The northern area is only because after the Mongols invaded, then they moved the capital to Beijing and up north. But also it's like a desert up there. Literally, it's a desert up there. So, yeah. I don't know. I just feel like there's like more of a sense of history, culture, and food and everything down in southern China compared to northern. Not to say I wouldn't go to northern China again, but just personally, I would always choose southern China because yeah, the sites are always like when people think of the rich like mountains and everything and rivers and everything. You see a lot more of that in southern China, not so much in northern China, right? So it's scenery as well. So like culture and history and scenery and food, I just feel like southern China and central China has more richer sense of that compared to northern China. And yeah, say this as a northern Chinese. Anyways, man, hope it doesn't rain too much more. Alright, look at those faucets. Why are you selling faucets? Random furniture place here. Okay. Chinese bamboo, very strong. Mahjong parlor. I'm expecting to see more of these. Chinese people love their mahjong. Yeah, especially people in the south. In a lot of ways, it does remind me of Hong Kong as well. That makes sense, right? And I consider Hong Kong also basically part of southern China, right? Because it is. And yeah, a lot of ways you can see it does resemble what you might see in Hong Kong as well. Which I know, because I've been to Hong Kong. This is kind of give me similar vibes. Okay. Whoa, such a lifelike goat. These goats. These old school, just know these Asian type apartments all with the air conditioners installed outside. It's a classic. On my way to Chen Clan Ancestral Hall. It's my first stop. Okay. A brief view of this little river, I guess. It looks pretty calm and peaceful. Right now it is still the morning. Yeah, nice. I guess it's a nice area where people can kind of jog a little bit in the morning. So, Guangzhou is really humid, guys. Like, it's not like the actual hotness. It's just really humid. Feels like Southeast Asia, you know. When I was in Singapore, I felt this kind of humidity, and I really don't like it. This is why I like visiting southern China and Southeast Asia, but I cannot live here. It's just way too humid for me. I sweat really easily. Right? Constantly sweat. Yeah. But the scenery here is good. That's nice. I mean, I can't say the water's clean or anything, but at least it looks kind of nice. Alright. And I think later on we'll go to the Sun Yat-sen museum or something. Maybe not, is it a mausoleum? I think the Nanjing had a memorial. It's a memorial, yeah. Because I went to the one in Nanjing as well, which is pretty large. I think Nanjing has one, and Guangzhou will have one too, because Guangdong was actually the home province of Dr. Sun Yat-sen, the founder of the Republic of China. Alright. Let's see, actually this is pretty nice. Nice and peaceful here. And yeah, these people always picking up garbage to keep the streets clean, which is nice. It's not something that we always see in Western countries, to be honest. Like, this is why China is actually cleaner than you might expect. Because Western countries, you don't always have people cleaning up the streets all the time like we do in Asia. Alright. So just kind of walking down this area of Guangzhou right now. There's a lot of restaurants here. But that's to be expected because it's China. So always a lot of restaurants no matter where you go. Well, let's keep walking the street. This is basically what you expect to see anywhere in China. Just a bunch of stores. Always restaurants and clothing stores and stuff. Curiously, you almost never see cosmetic stores though. Which is interesting comparison compared to Korea or Japan. Yeah, almost never any cosmetic stores, but always food stores and some clothing stores. Whoa. It's a bulk sale. Bulk sale. So Whittier's. Well, some good food. Always some good food in China. Good and cheap, I should say. Not just good, but cheap as well. You want some of the most filling, cheap food, you just come to China. Yeah, any of these are pretty good. The Blue Girl beer, oh man. Not really the greatest Chinese beer, but it's there. I know Hong Kong people and Southern Chinese people love it, but I don't really like it that much. More, I think that's my lifetime. Nice. Duck. It's roast duck. Roast. Typical Chinese store there. I mean restaurant. Typical alley. Oh. Oh, I love those things. It's the egg waffles. So good. Maybe I should get some. They're really good. I miss the egg waffles. Spa. It's probably just a massage place. It's an Anmo. Probably. Yeah, spa is different in China than in Korea and Japan. It doesn't mean hot spring, it means just a massage usually. It's unfortunate because I prefer hot springs. Oh. Look at the size of those chickens. Pretty good. Oh, it's time. Look at that meat. Fresh meat. How much durian? Alright, so the weather has gotten a bit better. It's not really drizzling anymore. It's still humid, of course, but not as drizzling anymore. Oh my god, what's this? It's some kind of soup thing. Okay, that looks cool. The smell is really strong. Yeah. Ever in China you see this stuff. Just so many restaurants. Literally everywhere you go. Yeah, so it's like you walk like basically less than a minute and you can see like a restaurant. It's so easy to find in China. It's everywhere. See this? 98 yuan. So that's a little bit more than $10, right? Which is, I guess, is pretty expensive for a meal here. You get a lot though. 27. That looks like a fully cooked duck. 27 yuan. Yeah, that's well, that's like a little bit less than $4. You know, it's like 3 point something dollars for like a fully cooked duck or something. So much durian. Is that a real kurma? It's like a real kurma here. There is a pig tied to the top of that. Okay, just random. $4, 25 yuan. Again, less than $4. The famous Luckin Coffee franchise. I think that's the biggest coffee chain in China. Bigger than Starbucks, probably. Alright. Alright. Well, I'm going to the Sun Yat-sen yeah, the Sun Yat-sen. Let's see. Go up there. Oh, Memorial Hall. Yeah, that's it. Let's keep going up. There's a view of Guangzhou here. Nice little circle. Yeah, scooters actually drive up and down the stairs here. It's kind of crazy, right? You'd think, how can they drive up and down the stairs? But they do in China. Yeah. There's a way for them to get down. Alright. Yeah. Okay, watch how he goes up the stairs here. Or, he just kind of pushes himself up. See? Like they push themselves up and they come down just like that. Pretty funny. I mean, if I rode a scooter in China, I would do that too, right? Yeah, if I had like those dedicated lanes just for bikes and scooters, I would use it, go up and down stairs. There's some guy still riding down the stairs here. There's so many people riding bikes and scooters here. So. Let's go. Sun Yat-sen Memorial Hall. I keep thinking it's a mausoleum. It's not a mausoleum. It's a memorial hall. I'm getting confused between that one and the one I visited in Nanjing. Anyways, it's a Chinese, this is 小学. Oh, it's an elementary school. It's not even a high school. Not 高学, it's 小学. It's a elementary school. Oh, this is interesting. What's this place? This looks cool. So this... Oh, this is a Buddhist temple. I see. Yeah, Buddhist temple. Okay. Guess this is also a tourist attraction as well. Maybe. This. Okay. Should we go up? Let's go. It says that religion is banned in China. Look at all the people here. People are praying to Buddhist shrines. Of course, there's still Buddhists in China here. And just like there is in Taiwan and Japan, right? Well, I would say percentage-wise, it might not be as high as Japan and Taiwan, but or even Korea. But yeah, you still see a lot of Buddhists here praying to the shrines and temples. It's good. Yeah, offerings. Force. This four is the Buddha. Incense sticks. I did the same thing when I was in Japan, actually. So I've actually in Taiwan as well. So I've been through this. You light the incense sticks, and then you're making a prayer. Yeah, I've been to all this before. The Buddhist shrine, temple. Okay. I don't need to do this because I already did it in Japan and Taiwan. I know what it's about. Okay. It's cool to see it here in Guangzhou as well. There's some people that think that, China outlaws all religion or something. It's not true. It's actually more like they limit it, right? They limit it to like Christianity, Islam, and Buddhism and Taoism and Confucianism, basically. It's more like it's limited, not outlawed. Anyways. Let's go to which originally came here for was the Sun Yat-sen Memorial Hall. It is over here. Alright, now we're in the Sun Yat-sen Memorial Hall. Yeah, let's take a look. So this big building here, right? It is quite big. Albeit still smaller than the one in Nanjing and Taipei. There's a couple of Sun Yat-sen memorials and stuff. Yeah, I went to the one in Nanjing, I went to the one in Taipei in Taiwan. This one's a bit smaller than those ones actually. Still big, but smaller than those ones. Okay. Oh, there's a statue of the man right here. There's a front, okay. There's the entrance gate, I see. And you can pay to get in. Interesting. Well, maybe I should pay to get in. Dr. Sun Yat-sen, the founder of the Republic of China. Considered the father of modern China, really. So he's regarded basically like as a founder of, I want to say the PRC because that's still Mao Zedong, but definitely of like Taiwan basically because he is the founder of Republic of China, which is Taiwan, but also played a big part in creation of the PRC as well. So he's one of those guys that's actually kind of equally revered by both China and Taiwan, which is rare. Yeah, there he is. Nice. Okay, we saw them use the museum basically. Yeah, this is the Sun Yat-sen Museum. See the history. 1893, 1894, 1905. Established Revolution. 1911, 1912. Taiping Rebellion, right? That's really what founded the Republic of China. A rise against Yuan Shikai's dictatorship. Oh yeah, so the Yuan Shikai was a very powerful warlord during that time, during the China's feudal warlord era. Okay, this is some Victor, second generation old school photograph. Oh, they have footage. Millions of Chinese are born, live, and die on chunks. Children, chickens, and sometimes pigs. Life is without interest. You gotta remember back then. Actually, Chinese people have been poor for a very long time. Yeah, all the way up until like the 1990s, really. Because Chinese people was poor in the warlord era. They were poor in the Republic of China era as well, and they were poor in the communist era. So they were not really rich until recently. Or I wish to say not rich, but middle class. Yeah, Chinese people were not middle class until recently. I would say not until 1990s. In my parents' generation, they were not that. They were not even middle class back then. What's this? Oh, souvenirs. Oh yes, the revolution. Oh, the figures. The various faces of Dr. Sun Yat-sen. Organized the Nationalist Party, the Kuomintang, KMT, 1923-1924. I remember the KMT is now in charge of Taiwan. So, yeah. But basically, yeah, the party that Dr. Sun Yat-sen founded is, still there, still exists. Just they're not in charge of China anymore. They're in charge of Taiwan now, because they got beat by the communists in the Civil War. So. Continue F to F2. Okay, let's try going up. Oh, this is like how they constructed this place. Let's see. We're outside. You know, this is like one of the rare areas of China where we can appreciate the Republic of China, which is Zhonghua Renminguo, not the PRC. The facade? Okay, cool. There's the front. Let's see the ceremony. King currency. He used to be on the currency, of course. Not anymore. Just, used to be. Which one has? There's a puzzle. Oh, it's a puzzle. Somebody already solved this one, though. Somebody already solved that one. It's on the third floor. It's more about the construction of this memorial hall, basically. Zhongsan. That's his name in Chinese. Call him Sun Zhongsan. He's the father of the country. Yeah, that's it. Cool. Sun Yat-sen Memorial Hall. Oh, it's an interesting visit. I mean, it only costs like $1 to get in, so you know what? Why not? Right outside the Opera Theater. Place right here. I wonder if they have any like historical plays or something going on here. Anyways, I'm not sure if they have any historical plays here or not, but yeah. What's that? Alright, this is Yueshu Park. And we have to climb quite a few number of stairs to get to the top. Quite a few. Alright. Should be good exercise for me. I see you already climbed a few couple of steps already. Alright. Yeah, should be good exercise, except it's so humid. I'm already sweating. I'm already sweating without needing to climb. Oh man. Okay. Alright, eventually we'll get to the top. There's a lot of cats here for some reason. Mao. So many cats. There's so many cats here. Huh, interesting. Okay, let's keep climbing. Alright, let's go up. I think there's like a shrine or something. And get to the top. Okay. Okay.
吃饱了，今天早了一点了哈，昨天就晚了，我走你还是上来煮饭。
Alright. See it. Like that, huh? Alright. Reach the top. Okay. These guys can see the top of that. Sure. You know, it's hard to see. Alright. There we go. Alright, yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, we're going back now. Going back now is a lot easier, of course. Alright. Let's go down. So many steps. You know, back in the day, ancient China, I mean, heck, just like talking about like 100 years ago and back. Doesn't even have to be ancient China, but you know, back in the day, yeah, everyone had to use stairs. No one had escalators or elevators or whatever. That guy kind of looks like my brother. Interesting. Anyways, yeah, it has similar style haircut. Yeah, just imagine like it was just like 100 years ago and people didn't have escalators or elevators. Everyone had to take stairs, you know? Just imagine that. But hey, it's a good workout. Okay, cicadas. Whew. We got more stairs to go. Right, not lying guys, you can look at me and see how wet my hair is from all the sweat. It's like, this is why I really don't like to come in Asia during the summer. Like this year, it's kind of like my parents asked me to do something, so I didn't really have too much of a choice, and well, I just don't have enough time to fit travel to Asia in my schedule, so I had to come during this time. But if I had a choice, I would come in the winter to Guangzhou for sure, because it's like you come in any other season, and it's like Southeast Asia is like it's gonna be hot no matter what. You might as well come in the winter, where it's like the least hot. And yeah, Guangdong is kind of similar to Southeast Asia. Hong Kong is similar, right? It's pretty much just like Southeast Asia. It's super humid. Oh my god. This is why it's not a good idea to come here in the warmer months. It's way too humid. Oh, look at this. Come here, cat. Come here, kitty. Come out. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Is someone feeding you? Meow, meow. You like that? You like that? No. It's a pure white cat. A pure white cat. Meow. Okay. I think it's used to being pet by humans because it's not scared of humans. Usually, like, stray cats are scared of humans. Not this one. It's not scared. It's not scared. Meow. 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 Let's give it a good massage. Meow. Alright, give it a good massage. Alright, done there. Yeah, that cat's not scared of humans. It means that people must have been very friendly to it or gave it food or something. Usually stray cats are afraid of humans. Alright, so now I'm in kind of the central part of Guangzhou. I'm gonna go to Canton Tower soon. But yeah, this is kind of just like the central downtown part of Guangzhou where there's a lot more tall buildings and everything. Kind of looks like Shenzhen actually. I think this is the part that does remind me of Shenzhen. Yeah, like look at that tower up there, right? That's exactly what you would see in Shenzhen. So yeah, anyways, in the downtown area. There we go. It's advertising some kind of bubble tea now. So anyways, yeah, this is the high-tech area of Guangzhou. So let's take a look. Yeah, this is a mall of the world here. So I want to see if I can go to the plaza and then go to the Canton Tower afterwards. Yeah, this definitely reminds me of Shenzhen, alright. See, this part of Guangzhou is very, very high tech. So as you guys can see, Shenzhen is a little bit more high tech, but it's not too far off. Like the two cities are very close, and it's Canton Tower in the background there. But yeah, you guys can see like Guangzhou is still a very high tech city, one of the biggest and richest cities in China, and part of the richest province in China, the capital of the richest province in China, right, Guangdong. So yeah, the world. Now look at that. This is, I love Guangzhou. I really do like that. Interesting. Alright. All the world there, and it's a boba here. Advertisement. Okay. Okay. Social. Huh. Let's see their advertising here. Yeah. city. This is, now you get to see really modern city in the background here. Very different from where I just was, because I think I was in more of more of the I guess the more authentic Chinese experience, I guess you could say. And now I'm in the very modern area. It's like more the business district downtown. And I guess you can see more. Oh, that's a fairly big mall. I see a mall there. I'm doing some TikTok thing, I think, for those girls. Yeah, they're doing some TikTok thing. I mean, Douyin is what it is. There's China has so many of these like short form video apps. Douyin's just one of them. Oh my god. Look at this massive thing. Wow. This whole thing's a mall. Oh, that's massive. Jeez. Okay. The Canton Tower. Well, not that one, but it's I can see in the background. Sheesh. That's Canton Tower there. But yeah, wait, let's do a 360. So see. All background. And, you can see in the distance Canton Tower right there. Yeah. That's there. Alright. Alright. Let's continue walking down Guangzhou. Yeah, so far it's a pretty nice city. Of course it's pretty humid and hot here. I don't like that, but what can you do? Yeah, but the thing is, like, because it's in such a good strategic location in terms of trade, right? Because it used to be one of, basically it was the only port that foreigners could access to China, and then now it's just one of a few. But yeah, I guess now like Shanghai has basically overtaken it, and maybe some others as well, but it still is a very important city for trading, right, and business. So that's why this city has always been rich, right? Guangzhou's always been a rich city, just because it's the location is just a really nice location. It being the south means that yeah, it makes it easier for trade and stuff. So anyways, you'll find that coastal cities are often the richest. They have access to more resources, and other countries can trade with you better. Okay, so let's see. We have a music show or something going on, right? at that. Wow. Very nice. Really nice. This looks like a futuristic, very crazy futuristic city right now. Like I said, similar to Shenzhen in terms of very futuristic looking, very cyberpunk looking. It's called Mall of the World down here. This is a famous Canton Tower. This is the music fountain. There's the lights. These have some performances here, I think. Yeah, they have some performances here. That makes sense. This is part of the mall, maybe? Yeah. Nice. Alright, 60 here. I think Guangzhou looks better, maybe a little bit better at night, right? Looks very futuristic now. Guangzhou. Yeah, nice city. I don't know, I'm still torn if I were to choose between this and Shenzhen. I do think definitely for electronics, right, Shenzhen is the way to go. But I guess for the more history, culture, and food, maybe Guangzhou is the way to go. You know, it's an older city, it's got a bit more history behind it. So yeah, I would say if you're interested in basically like Southern Chinese culture and history, Guangzhou's the way to go. But if you just want, hey, I just want the highest tech Chinese city, go to Shanghai or Shenzhen. But Guangzhou's good. Yeah, it still is high tech. You know, not saying that's not. It's just Shenzhen still edges it out, but Guangzhou is still very high tech. So still a major Chinese city, of course. Which is why I came here. You know. I always wanted to come to Guangzhou as well. Hard to choose between the two last time because I only had time for one city in Guangdong, but yeah, this time we get to go to Guangzhou, which is nice. Yeah. Wonder what kind of performances they'll have. Be interesting. I wonder if they have one every night actually. They could have one every night. We'll just wait and see. Okay, walking towards the Canton Tower now. Alright. I think they should have some kind of musical performance here. I think. Right. Yeah, Guangzhou at night looks pretty cool. Canton Tower in the background. Look at that, flashy, flashy. This is like this area you see a lot more young people maybe. So, anyways, it's a popular area. This is the Yurenao area. Alright. Alright, flip it around. Look at that. Oh, there's supposed to be a fountain here, right? There's a fountain show at some point. There's a fountain show here. Anyways, at some point there should be a fountain show there. Maybe not right now. Nice. Very nice. Look at this tall guy. Right here. Whoa. I wonder about this guy. Is this taller than the Canton Tower? Looks pretty tall. Very cyberpunk. Anyways, yeah. Okay, so it's about as close I'll get to the tower there. That's fine. I think I got all my pictures for today. And see everyone else is just taking pictures here. Yeah, I think this is where it's just where everyone goes at night. It seems. Oh, such a bright light. Okay, Okay. So yeah, I only stayed in Guangzhou like 2 days, so not very long. But I think I went to the Sun Zhongshan Memorial Hall today. I went to the park to see the temple, and then came here as well. Right, so the plaza and the Canton Tower. I think I saw most of the major sites, I guess. So I'm okay with this, because I honestly, like, for Shenzhen it was the same. Like, there wasn't like all too much to see in Shenzhen in terms of like landmarks. It's not like a historic city. I think Guangzhou has more historic sites than Shenzhen, but yeah, overall I think I got to see what I wanted to see. So yeah, it's not bad. So I think it's pretty much it. I still have like half a day tomorrow, so I'm still deciding what to do. But yeah, night view is very impressive. So I actually like this area better than the Shenzhen night view, to be honest, because I think Shenzhen just has like a bunch of tall buildings. It's kind of very cyberpunky, but it doesn't have like a large central area like this. And this is what Guangzhou has that Shenzhen does not. Shenzhen has like a lot of very tall buildings, and if you just drive past them, it looks very cyberpunk and everything. But they don't have like a central large area like this. So yeah, Shenzhen actually does not have that. So I actually like this area better than what I saw in Shenzhen. So yeah. Anyways, and the Canton Tower behind me. Yeah. And also Shenzhen doesn't have something like this, right? They don't have like a singular tower. They have a lot of tall buildings, but they don't have a singular tower like this. So it's another thing. Anyways. This is where everyone's taking pictures. So yeah, I think in terms of like landmarks, sites to see, I think yeah, this Guangzhou actually beats Shenzhen in terms of actual landmarks, right? It has more history, has deeper, richer culture. So it has more, like, if you're just looking for landmarks, yeah, Guangzhou actually has more of this. Shenzhen is more like a lot of tall buildings and stuff, a lot of electronics markets and things, but it doesn't have as many like historic landmarks, or even just stuff like, yeah, this tower in the central area doesn't have something like that. So I actually think I might like Guangzhou better, even though I like that Shenzhen is like, if I was looking for electronics, I'd go to Shenzhen obviously, but other than that, I think as a place to travel, I think Guangzhou is actually better for me. So I think I actually might like Guangzhou a little bit better than Shenzhen. There's more of a deeper sense of history and culture, more like landmarks and stuff here. It still has the tech. Yeah, it still has that. And yeah, I like this area is really nice. So in terms of travel, yeah, because I think Guangzhou has more historic landmarks and stuff in a large central area like this, and I think I prefer Guangzhou. Yeah, both cities are nice. I can confidently say that now I've been to 4 of the 5 largest cities in China. Chongqing is the only one I haven't been to. I went to Chengdu, which is close enough. I didn't go to Chongqing because the thing is, Chongqing is just a really big city in terms of area. So it's almost like the size of a province. So it's like you need to have a decent amount of time to explore it, I think. And yeah, it's really spread out in that sense. So anyways, 4 out of the 5 biggest Chinese cities. I didn't go to Chongqing yet. And that's just a really big city that's really spread out. So anyways, I've been to Beijing, Shanghai, Shenzhen, now Guangzhou, right? That's 4 out of 5. So yeah. Anyways, I like Guangzhou a lot. So, all right. That's it. Wow, the fountain started. Nice. The music fountain. Fountain show happening behind me. Nice. I'm just gonna try a variety of different angles here to see which one is the best here. For the background. Wow.
是吧？你这现在说90%。
Wow. That was good. Wow.
下个别家嘛。
야, 하늘 주는 게 그다니까 막 어떻게? 깔까?
That was pretty cool. Yeah. In fact, they have fountain shows and stuff. Man, Guangzhou's pretty nice, you know. I mean, so far I haven't been to too many southern Chinese cities, but impressed with Guangzhou so far. I like it. I think I like it a little bit better than Shenzhen so far. And even compared to Hong Kong, you know, Hong Kong's not the same as it once was, so I might even prefer Guangzhou to Hong Kong actually, to be honest. Hey guys, so now I'm walking in Xiamen Island. So this is a island in Guangzhou, and I think it's fairly popular for tourists. It's looks almost European-like, I guess. You guys can see the street behind me here. Yeah, it's like this European-style architecture, which makes it kind of unique looking. And yeah, it's fairly popular, I guess. So I do see a lot of people taking pictures here. Yeah. But they're just like taking pictures of themselves against the buildings, which to me is just like standard Western style buildings. But I guess it's unique for China and Guangzhou, right? I haven't seen like people taking like wedding shoots and stuff like that here. Yes, this is the walk from here. It's a pretty popular place for tourists, I guess. The Starbucks looks pretty nice. They're like colonial style houses here. And they're taking pictures in front of the Starbucks. Yeah, I see a lot of tourists just taking pictures here. It's a nice area. I don't know, like, if necessarily I would take this many pictures, but you know, to me, just like it's like a Western style architecture and gardens here, which is nice. I guess it's a unique area in Guangzhou. Casino Farm. See how many people here are taking pictures. I mean, it's nice, but like that many people taking pictures, I don't know. To me, it's just like it's just like a regular Western style garden, but okay, I don't really get it. Like, why are there so many people taking pictures here? Oh, they're going to be in my video whether they like it or not. Alright. Let's go over here. See more of the architecture in Xiamen Island here. Again, more Western style. Which makes, I guess, this area still unique for Guangzhou in China. But yeah, so far, I'm liking Guangzhou a lot. I guess, yeah, originally, I was picking between Shenzhen and Guangzhou, right? And I picked Shenzhen first. But you know what? I'm glad I came to Guangzhou as well. Because, yeah, I was thinking, should I come to Guangzhou, you know? I went to Shenzhen already. I guess I wasn't thinking how different it could be. But I like Guangzhou better, actually. It's an older city, more historic, more landmarks and stuff. I think for tourists, Guangzhou is probably the better choice. Because it has more like history, culture, and attractions and stuff. Like Shenzhen, outside of the electronics and stuff, it is a newer, more developed city, more skyscrapers, things like that. But for actual, you know, touristy stuff, I think Guangzhou has more of that. And Guangzhou has more variety, I think, as well. Like, I can experience these kind of like this old colonial area, I guess, with these Western style architecture that Shenzhen doesn't really have. So yeah, now we're in Xiamen Park, so you guys can see. It's a very nice park here. Yeah. Oops. Okay. Yeah, so even this area, I think, looks pretty nice. This is not like typical Chinese style. And something here. What's the statue? Interesting. Wonder what that's about. Two old ladies here. We got a good view here. Good view. Nice. All right. So yeah, Shamian Island. Looking at another different part of Guangzhou, which I think is it's a fairly diverse city, right? Because there's like, I've been to the more like traditional Hong Kong or Chinese style areas, and then I've been to the more modern Shenzhen style areas as well. So you can see like it's a city that has like the skyscrapers, but they also have the more traditional Chinese style apartments and stuff. And yeah, and then they got this area which has like colonial era buildings and stuff, and like looks more Western. So it's a very diverse city. I like it. Yeah. So far, I think it's probably one of my favorite Chinese cities. Very diverse, and of course, you get a good selection of Cantonese style food, especially if you like Southern style Chinese food. Guangzhou is really famous for that. Yeah, pretty nice. It's better weather today. Not as rainy as yesterday. It's good. Yeah, I like the mix of the old and the new, you know? Shenzhen is like all new. It's all modern. Guangzhou is like a nice mix of modern and traditional stuff, which I do like. I like that mix. It's a good balance of both, I think. Yeah. All different colored buildings in the back. Look at that. Multicolored buildings. Pretty cool. Nice. Enjoy my time in Guangzhou. Nice, beautiful city. Canton. Yep. One of the Chinese cities that's old enough to really have like a English name for it that dates back probably to the 1800s, right? Or 1700s even, right? So there's not a whole lot of historic Chinese cities that have Western representation, but Beijing is called Peking, Nanjing is called Nanking, and Guangzhou is called Canton. So you have a few cities that's actually old enough to have a different name in Western textbooks, in history books. So yeah, this is one of those cities that was very historically important to China for trade and the Silk Road. Oh yeah, historically and still now, very important, very affluent city. Nice. All right. Got a nice mix of old and young people here at this park. Okay. One last view of Guangzhou from Xiamen Island. Here. Yeah, really I think the main thing I don't like about Guangzhou is that it's humid, and that's just unfortunately just a result of the geographic location. Not really related to the city itself, but yeah, I mean other than that, it's pretty nice. Yeah, I guess for me I like the combination, right? History, culture, food, and yeah, the fact that it's both high tech and traditional at the same time. I like that balance. So anyways, yeah, might come back here someday for sure. So anyways, yeah, it's my first time here in Guangzhou, China, one of the 5 largest cities in China. And depending on your source, I think Guangzhou might be a little bit bigger than Shenzhen in terms of population, but it depends on the source. You know, some people say Shenzhen is bigger, some people say Guangzhou is bigger. They're roughly similar in terms of population. Let's just say they're both mega cities, and they're both basically top 5 in terms of population in China. So depending on what source you use, yeah. But for me, out of those two, I prefer Guangzhou actually because of the reasons I mentioned. I think it's a richer, deeper history and culture, and more of a traditional experience. But it also has some of the high tech stuff that Shenzhen has, so I do like it. So, yeah. Anyways. Yeah, overall, I think Southern China has a bit more to offer than Northern China does. Even though I myself am a Northerner, I was born in Northeast China, but I think I appreciate a bit more about what Southern China has to offer. Just more of a richer sense of like history and culture and food, and different kinds of diverse cuisine, ethnicities, dialects, and everything. When you think about all the beautiful Chinese mountains and lakes and rivers, like most of it's actually coming from the central and south area rather than the north. So it's my personal opinion, Yeah. I'm not trying to hate on the north. I am a northerner. It's just, my opinion. Personally, I prefer the central and southern areas of China.
好水哦，那个天，也跟我一样是嘛的，坐在休息天，他们出门都找我这哦。那个休息是乱的，那休息还是不错，2天休息还是关键，早上没事4种。